Hey guys, Jason Schnitzer here again with O.C Realtor Talk, and what I've got for you today is our Cypress Market Minute for week 17 of this 2022 real estate market. As always, what we're trying to bring you here on these videos is just a quick update, what's been going on the last week in Cypress in just a few minutes. And we'll start off with statistics because that's really going to help us show and get ahead of what's trending in our market. 21 active listings, 10 new ones, 12 pending sales. I'd like to bring up Orange County as a whole because sometimes it's a little more difficult to track niche markets and you got to expand kind of your search area to get more numbers and more data and more general information, again, to predict trends, what are going on. What's interesting is we have seen an uptick in inventory in Cypress week over week. Of course, last week we saw those numbers come back off when we saw a bunch of houses penned and no new ones come on. I will say Orange County as a whole, we started January 2022 at about 1,100 homes total for our inventory for all of Orange County. That has trended up to almost 2,000 homes over the past 4.5, almost 5 months now. Now, the biggest factor that is contributing to that, of course, is interest rates. I'm sure if any of you guys have access to the internet or even newspapers at this point have heard that interest rates are going up, have been going up, and may continue to still go up. Now, what does that mean to you, buyers and sellers? Well, first, let me break it down. There's two very specific numbers that we need to talk about here. In California, especially LA, Orange County, because prices are so high here, we have two conforming balance loan limits. So if you borrow between $0 and $647,200,000, you are considered a conforming loan. Anything above that, up to $970,800 is high balance conforming. Now for the past 5 years or so, these interest rates have been so close, maybe within about 1/8%, that if you knew one interest rate, you basically knew the other one. Well, as it would make sense, when you borrow more money, you're technically considered higher risk to that lender who's lending you money, and therefore they charge you a premium for that. And of course that, it generally makes sense. So that gap is between 1/4, 3/8%, in some cases 0.5% difference now. Pretty big deal, especially because in Orange County, our median home price, as reported in the Times, is now up over 7 figures, believe it or not. So most people buying in Orange County are getting that high balance conforming loan limit. Now, at 5 1/8, if you recall, beginning in 2022, we were about 3 1/8. So interest rates have almost come up a full 2% since the start of the year. Now at $970,800, 2% equals between $700 and $800 a month in your monthly payment. So if you can imagine your monthly payment going up worth 2 car payments, that's a pretty big shock to a lot of people. And what that does is it affects affordability, and Economics 101 would tell you it really sucks from the demand side. Now, if you've been paying attention to my videos, you know that what my thought is if we did see interest rates rise, it would affect affordability and we would probably start to see inventory rise as a whole. I know it doesn't seem like inventory has jumped up very much here in Cypress, but then again, it's a small sample size. So if you back up to all of Orange County, we are slowly seeing that trend of houses, the inventory rising. Now, what does that mean for you guys? Well, every Wednesday we meet with local brokers that do a lot of business in the Cypress area, surrounding La Palma, Buena Park, Seal Beach, etc., just to get a feel for, we have a pretty good idea what's going on in our own listings and with our buyers, but we like to, rub elbows with those other high producers to see if they're seeing the same sorts of things. Because again, we want to be one step ahead so that when we go to help you guys make the best decision possible for your most expensive asset, we have at least what we believe is insider information on what really is going on in the now. And they are feeling the same things that we are feeling. Not as many offers, not as many buyers coming through open houses. The offers that are coming through, some of them are not full price. Agents are having to coach their clients to price their homes a little more competitively. We can't just throw a house up for sale and expect to get $50,000 to $200,000 over list price anymore. Buyers in our market right now are being a lot more cautious because, of course, interest rates have gone up. So maybe that same payment isn't going to be as affordable for them for an extra $50,000 or $100,000, which that makes really good sense to me. We also are seeing a lot of our buyers decide to maybe hold off. This is somewhat of a transitionary period, if you will, in our market with regards to, some uncertainty with, the Fed coming out and basically saying, hey, rates are going to go up. They have been going up and probably keep going up through the remainder of 2022. Crystal ball, still fuzzy. Again, property, as you can see, are still coming off just as fast as they're coming on. What I'm not sure of is if interest rates do continue to rise, how much do they need to rise for us to really feel the reins pull back on prices and potentially see prices soften? The jury's still out on that, but again, that's why we do this video, so that you can hear straight from us, straight from what's going on the streets, if you will, here in Cypress, and get the Realtor Talk, what's going on water cooler wise in our industry. Okay, so if you guys have any specific questions with regards to how much is your house worth now in 2022, especially with this interest rates change, we're here to help. We offer free real estate consulting for your real estate portfolio, plans for the future, if you're planning on selling your house next week or 2 years from now. We like to help make sure that you're set up in the right situation and scenario to best accomplish the things that you want to do for your portfolio planning, family, etc., whether that be move up, move down, move out of state, reinvest, or just start your real estate portfolio for the first time. Again, we love to meet with you guys ahead of time and make sure that we all get on the same page. So thanks for watching, you guys. Catch you next week. Thanks again for watching this week's episode of O.C Realtor Talk. If you gained any value from this video, we'd really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, and followed us on all our social media platforms.
Yeah, what Jason, I believe is really, really important for you, whether you're buying a house or selling a house, is understanding the process and knowing exactly what you're getting into. So if you ever have any questions, just follow the links below and we'll get you those answers.